Hi, my name's Sarah McIntyre, and I'm the writer and illustrator of Grumpycorn and the new book, Don't Call Me Grumpycorn, which is set in space. For this book, unicorn, mermaid, narwhal, and jellyfish go up into space in a rocket that looks like this. But it made me think, what if they spent more time in space and had a whole unicorn space station up there? What kind of jobs might they have on board? And so I've interviewed Mermaid here. This is the Fascinator, requesting permission to dock.
Permission granted. Oh, look.
Hi, Mermaid. Congratulations on being the first mermaid in space.
Thank you.
What's it like living out here on the Unicorn space station?
It's amazing. I can float in space just like I float in water. Whee! Jellyfish is so happy to see you.
So what's your job on board?
I'm tending our onboard sea garden. I look after all the fish and seaweed and coral. It's a big job. Right now they're all asleep.
Not me. Thank you for looking after us.
Well, most of them are asleep.
I want to ask you, how do you like working with Unicorn?
Well, he's our friend, but he can be so bossy. Sometimes we come up with a good idea, but we have to figure out a way to make him think it was his idea, and then he'll agree to it. Watch this. Hey, Unicorn, that was a great idea of yours to get some extra fish food from that nearby asteroid. Do you want me to take a shuttle there to get some?
Oh, I'm full of great ideas. No, that's okay. I will do it.
Excellent. Thanks, Unicorn. You know, Unicorn could use some therapy. There really ought to be more therapists in space.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, Narwhal.
So there we've had a little chat with Mermaid. Now, one of the fun things about making books is imagining what happens outside the pages. For example, Unicorn builds his rocket. And we get to see that in the pictures. It's pretty fun. And they have a lot of fun with weightlessness and outer space. But I also enjoyed drawing this character called Goldfish, although he never appears in the words. It's only in the pictures. Look, there's the first time you see Goldfish in Unicorn spaceship. And here's Goldfish again riding around in Jellyfish's space helmet, which is really Goldfish's bowl. Right at the end, I had a lot of fun designing the spaceship that Goldfish might go in if he was going to, or she was going to go in extra adventures outside of the book. But what if Mermaid went on other adventures? Maybe she'd want some sort of touring spaceship. I remember when I was a kid, I went in a glass-bottomed boat, which was so cool because you could look out and see all the fish underneath and everything happening in the water. But if you're a fish or a mermaid, maybe you'd want a boat so you could look out and see space outside of the ship. So why don't we design a cool cruiser for a mermaid that she could take through outer space? Grab a pencil and paper and let's get drawing. Let's start by drawing a long line kind of through the middle, right here. And it'll go up a little bit at the end, like that. Then let's do another line next to it. And sort of square them off here on the ends. Okay, now we're going to do some portholes. Let's do 5 portholes in this one, or however many you can fit. 2, 3, 4, 5. I could even do 6 if I wanted. And for the next part, let's do the base of the top part of it's kind of like a submarine shape, kind of. So a line here. You make it like that long. And have the sides come up. This will be where Mermaid gets to stick up her head and see what's going on. There we go. And a line that goes down like that. And actually, let's draw a top little bit for Goldfish to look out. So here's another line here. Do sort of box-like sides. And for this one, we're going to do a kind of dome top and then a line underneath. And then here we can attach there, and about here, come to there. Okay, now we'll start here and take this to the point of the ship. And this one will come back here. Now let's draw the bottom of the boat. So we'll do a kind of slightly curved line there. And then this will go all the way down here till we get to the end and curve up. There we go. And we're going to do some sort of thrusters at the back. So a line here, here. It's like a spaceship or rocket would have. There. Okay, now it's a sort of basic shape. So I'm going to grab my thinner pen and I'm going to put a second line of these portholes just to make the windows look a bit thicker. There we go. And we can even put some bolts around them to make it look a bit more kind of submarine-like. Little dots or circles. There we go. Okay, and now we're going to do the kind of glass struts that hold it together. So 2 lines here, maybe like that. Another 2 here. Sort of like the panes of glass on the ship. And then if we want, we could put some flame coming out the back. So you can draw fire however you want. Maybe 2 or 3 levels of fire, because you can paint them different colors. Now let's draw Mermaid driving the ship. So for her, we're going to draw her glasses first. I always find it's easy to start with the glasses. So up in the cockpit or the fin, put her 1 circle. Then draw her little nose. And another circle. Let's have her looking forward. Just seeing where they're going. And I usually do her ear next. So kind of ear shape there. And then I can do the glasses bar right there. And fill in her ear. And then we'll do her cheek. So we'll come here and around up to the ear. And give her a little smile. And now we'll do our fluffy hair. So it'll go like a circle kind of thing here. And then bloop, bloop, and bloop, bloop. And a little sort of headband that comes here. You can barely see it in here. And then finish off this side of her head. And a little more hair here. And some puffy hair. And some puffy hair in the back as well. Okay, now let's show her collar of her space outfit. So we'll come around here. And we'll show her hands sticking up, like that. Curl it around, down, and we can show the wheel. Do the inner side of the wheel too. That's her hand kind of riding it. And maybe a little bit of her shoulder there. Okay, she might have a little bit of eyebrow. And then we're going to imagine the rest of her body down here. So you can sort of see it through the portal here. So follow down there, through here. Her tail's kind of going off the side like that. And then here you can see through the window again, like that. And we'll make her tail, but we'll make sure we don't go over those lines because those are in front. So a line like that, and a line like that. And then finish off her tail. Now she could be wearing a spacesuit, or maybe she doesn't need a suit because she's in the boat and it's full of water, so she's quite happy without a suit. So you could just kind of do her actual fins. In the book she's wearing a spacesuit, but I kind of like the idea that she can float free in here without it. So we can do some fins or scales on her. That maybe through here. There she is. And let's draw Goldfish at the top. He's got his own little compartment. So his lips are like the number 3, like that. And then a round shape. And big eye. And he's looking forward to, or she. And the tail that goes out like that. That. And little fins. And it's all glass, so you can go over that line. 3 little fins down there. And maybe some little scales. And lines in the tail. And we can show some bubbles. They might be floating any direction because it's weightless, which is kind of fun to think about. Okay, now you've got the whole glass bottom boat. So what are you going to put in it? Who might be in the boat? Maybe jellyfish. So I'm going to draw a jellyfish here. Like that. A wavy bottom. Big eyes. Jellyfish is looking at the scenery, which you haven't drawn yet, so you'll have to be thinking about that. Eyes, little smile. Maybe he's got his little tentacles up on the glass. There we go. There's another one behind. Put some others and make sure to remember to stop when you get to those little struts there in the glass. Kind of makes it look more realistic. There we go. A few more tentacles. So I've got a jellyfish, and let's draw one of those seahorses that are in the book. So I draw a seahorse by doing a circle face, and then a really big eye that almost takes up the whole head, and color that in dark. And put an eyeball in it. And then do that number 3 again for the mouth. And then for the head, go boop, 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 boop. And then for the body, you go like that. And then do a curly Q tail. Like that. And then a big puffy chest that comes down and meets the tail there. And some stripes on it. And little tiny fin out the back. 3 little things there. You could put bubbles if you want. And what else might be riding the ship? Now is your chance to put all the sea creatures you could possibly imagine. Maybe there's an octopus. He's got his tentacles out there. And they could be doing all sorts of things. They could be reading books. They could be brushing their teeth. They could be, I don't know, anything you can imagine. Or they could just be really enjoying the view. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Big happy. And it might be an alien octopus, so it might have 20 legs. Maybe he's going, ooh. Very exciting there. And also you've got these portholes that you could fill. Maybe there's a starfish looking out of one of them. Happy starfish there. Put some little dots on it if you want. And maybe there's a little kind of sea urchin thing looking out here. There's some little feeler hair things. And you can decide all the other things. Maybe there's an eel in this window, electric eel. Maybe that's how the ship is powered. And you can decide lots and lots more things to put in. In the book, I put a lot of little fishies that are just kind of very plain. But together they look really cool. Put a line there. When I was in Portugal, they had a lot of fish drawn like this. That's where I got the idea. I think they're sardines. There we go. You could fill the whole ship with all the creatures that you want. And of course, you've got space now behind. What are they looking at? Is there a planet right here? Maybe it's like Saturn and it has rings. Are there other planets? Maybe there's Mermaid planet, Jellyfish planet, other sea planets. They might have lots of stars. You could spend absolutely ages designing a beautiful celestial astral scene for them to look at. So many cool things. It might have stripes on it. It might have polka dots on it. So you could even have a belt, like a rainbow kind of belt going through, like the Milky Way, but it could be a rainbow because that would be really fun to color in. And of course, when you're finished, sign your name. I'll sign Sarah McIntyre, but you sign your name. And you can add lots more details. There might be textures, like there might have some shading here. You might have extra lines with more bolt holes. You can always keep adding to things. There might even be another line down here. That's the hard thing when you're an artist, is knowing when to stop, because you can always add more to a picture. Endless fun. Now add some color and make their view of space really exciting. Maybe there's a planet they're looking at right down below. Thanks so much for drawing with me. I'd love to see the mermaid cruiser you came up with. So if you can take a photo of it and post it on the hashtag DrawingWithSarah, then I'll get to see it. I'm on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. And you can also check out my website, jabberworks.co.uk, and I have lots more fun activities there that you can find. Thanks for joining Drawing with Sarah. Be sure to look at some of my past videos on YouTube and subscribe to my channel. Bye for now.